Well, darling, there's only one God. Darling, there's only.
Welcome to the Dirty Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Cookie, and I gotta do a check-in for my ladies. How y'all feeling? Are y'all all right? Your knees weak, stand the fuck up. Okay, so we've had a few weeks, a lot going on. First thing, of course, is, old white men trying to tell us what to do with our uterus. We gotta populate the earth because apparently white women ain't busting it open or busting it open literally in labor the way they used to. Of course, we got a shortage of workers, so what do we do? Let's just overturn Roe v. Wade, get it popping with these babies so we can keep this thing rolling. And of course, y'all don't want to be the minority, which is inevitable because, a lot of y'all partake in the chocolate. So there's that. We'll get to that later. But baby, summer is around the corner and my city girls is down a couple of thousand. What the fuck is going on? So we've known for some time now that the good sis Keyshia, Young Miami, been doing her thing with Diddy Pop, Brother Love, whatever the fuck he's calling himself these days. Okay, cool girl. Stay in your bag, sis. Nobody is hating. Because we talked about this in the Be Expensive episode, that when you out here, get what you need out of these cats. Dating should not be free. Okay. However, when you start catching feelings, when you're bothered by the competition, if we want to call it that, now we got to have a different conversation. Now, city girls, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. That's the anthem, right? That's what snatched our hearts with y'all. You out here trading shots back and forth with this Gina chick. From what I understand, she's a hang around. She's been around for a long time. I guess there was even accusations on her end a long time ago about him Diddy bopping upside her head. I don't know how true it is or ain't. That's their business. Whatever the case, she got to come to the awards show. She's talking shit, and apparently it is bothering our good sis. So you can go to the Shade Room or any other gossip blog and just kind of get the updates on it. But our good sis seems to be bothered. So that's the first one. Keyshia Cole. If he ain't gonna love you the way he should, then let it go. You done lost your whole damn mind. So Antonio Brown, at this point, he is second in line for King of the Rain Boots. He been hanging around Kanye. He can skip to Malou off the fucking football field. So now he out here thinking he got the juice. She caught feelings. I'm going to go out on a limb and just assume this fool has a tripod. That's gotta be it. Because ain't no way, boy. This dude sound like he got peanut butter at the roof of his mouth, like he could benefit from some additional services, like he got pulled out of class a couple of times when he was younger. We can guess what size bus he rode. But I mean, she was feeling him. And you know what? That's fine. And I get it. When somebody's giving you warm and fuzzies, maybe your nether region's getting some attention. It ain't gotten a long time. Okay, cool. I believe she got his name tatted on him or the initials. Now, first off, I'm not going to hate on that one. I'm not judging. Because once upon a time, I may or may not have been a little dumbass 19-year-old with a little, cheap-ass princess cut diamond, with a man with a baby on the way. I may or may not have had some initials on my back. May or may not. May have had to get it covered up years later. So this man and flat out shaded the good sis and said, I don't want you. She's embarrassed. It's embarrassing. So the thing is, y'all got to know y'all positions with these dudes. The only person that looks crazy in that situation is both women. You know somebody's for the streets. And quite frankly, I mean, Diddy is old enough to put both of y'all in. Actually, I don't know how old the other lady is. But Miami, that man is old enough to put you over his knee and spank you. Not in the good way, but in the you my child way. He's old enough to put your ass in timeout. Get your coins and go. The reason it's never okay to beef with another woman behind a dude is y'all gonna always look dumb in the end. Always. Neither of y'all are Kim. None of y'all are Kim Porter. And even with her being his soulmate, the love of his life, we saw how he treated her. So, yeah. There's nothing in it for you except whatever bag you getting out of it, whatever endorsements, whatever circles he's putting you in. Take that and go. So yeah, I'm really not here for that. Like we can't be out here beefing with each other, getting embarrassed by these dudes when literally there's sisters that need your help right now. We got a whole Similac shortage. We got women out here with newborn babies in the midst of the government trying to decide on our bodies. They don't even have the resources to feed the bodies that you were wanting people to bring into this world. It's crazy as shit. So the milk shortage. And right now, the conversation is surrounding breastfeeding, and that if y'all just breastfeed, you'll be fine. First off, that's coming from a lot of people that either A, you got a penis, so we've already had that conversation. Y'all need to shut the fuck up with these conversations. And also, it's coming from women that like ain't got no kids, or you know damn well you didn't breastfeed yours, or you breastfed for a limited time only, or you were a stay-at-home mom, or that was just your body. Like it takes a lot. And again, I'm a mother of two. So I breastfed both. That second one was a no limit soldier. Them gums gave me that smoke. Everybody's not able. And even if they are able, again, it's a choice. It's y'all literally trying to limit women's choices. The big debate about breastfeeding prior to all of this is what's considered decent, you know, as pertaining to the process of women breastfeeding, especially publicly. Y'all have sexualized the nipple so damn much, y'all have made women feel bad for being comfortable about feeding them. So when we talked about hashtag normalized breastfeeding, it was a different conversation. It was you need to cover up. This is inappropriate. Women would literally post pictures of themselves feeding their kids, and y'all were in outrage because you don't want to see that shit. So let's just say everybody does exactly what y'all asking to do, right? Everybody's breastfeeding now, and these are working women. So that means, are y'all ready for the display of titties in your supermarket, in the mall, in the whatever? Like, y'all already shame women for having breasts and being comfortable with breasts, but now you're trying to force them to use the said breast that you don't want to look at, that's not decent, and then the whole cover up conversation. Listen, it's 98 degrees today in Texas. You hot already. So if you hot, a grown ass person that's used to this type of weather, that can, you know, get acclimated to anything, you can figure it out. How do you think a defenseless child feels every time they are hungry? They gotta sweat and damn near pass out because it makes you uncomfortable. Nobody's having this conversation. So first of all, how about we get comfortable with the idea that you don't have to sexualize breasts? How about we get comfortable with the idea that women should be allowed to feed their children in whatever manner they choose if they're breastfeeding? How about we start there? Most companies, a lot of companies, don't even accommodate mothers. Breastfeeding rooms, daycares on site for women that are strictly breastfeeding. Everybody can't pump at the rate that children need them to keep up. There's way too much lack of education surrounding breastfeeding for y'all to be demanding what the fuck somebody needs to do because y'all can't get it together. All I'm saying is we got some fucked up ass systems in place for y'all to want to tell people what the hell they should and should not be doing with their bodies, which is another reason we don't need to be fighting over these cats and crying over these cats. Has anybody, Miami, Keyshia, anybody stopped to ask, what are your views on Roe v. Wade? What are your views on the milk shortage? What are you doing to support that before I let you anywhere near my pussy? I think that's a valid question to start asking in these streets. I'm just saying. And for you fellas that have so many opinions about this, you strong opinion motherfuckers that don't stand for shit, that don't ride for shit. Before you demand that somebody strictly breastfeeds, before you demand that, oh, well, I mean, you know, the thing about abortion, maybe y'all just need to be more careful. I don't want to hear this from anybody that's got a homeboy that don't miss one Miami or Vegas trip, but all of y'all know he ain't taking care of the babies he got. I don't want to hear this from any of y'all that know there are men in y'all circles that are in their arrears and child support, but they flossing watches, buying brand new cars and all of that shit. Handle the beef and the problems within your circle first before you talk about what we need to do. So those are my feelings right now. We need to do a better job of not only showing up for women, supporting women, within your capabilities and your abilities. Make sure you're doing your part first. Then we might consider, no, we won't, I'm fucking lying, listening to you, your thoughts, and your opinions. We got to ride for each other. Oh, God damn it. Speaking of which, because I can't let this go. So everybody's been mad at B. Dixon, who is the founder, owner of our beloved Honey Pot. You know, the formula has changed in the body washes. And all these pure, natural, pussy, whatever the fuck y'all want to call y'all selves, have been coming at the good sis throat because the ingredients have changed. So I guess now your pussy gonna be on fire. I guess now your vagina is closing in. It's falling apart. It's distraught. It's in distress. Here's the part where I hold y'all accountable. Now, fellas, y'all always talk about, do women ever hold themselves accountable? For this moment, yes, I will. For this conversation, instead of trying to cancel her and talk about how y'all running back to Target and y'all returning all y'all shit, are you gonna change the fucking formula with your partners? I said this earlier this week. Y'all giving this girl more smoke than the dudes that fucked up your pH balance to begin with. Are you gonna change your niggas? Forget her pads. Forget changing body washes. Are you gonna change the cat you laying down with? Because if you ain't talking shit to them, leave her alone. She's doing what she's got to do for longevity of the product. Maybe it's a business decision. I understand that products typically have to change and the way the brand is growing. Again, I totally understand everybody feeling like, yo, she should have told us what was going on with these products, even though a lot of y'all have not researched the changes with the product. I don't know. You mad at her, you saying it's her, and I just think you need to change the formula with the dude you're sleeping with. I said it. Y'all can get mad if you want to. But we have this thing where we really just uplift each other and we put Black-owned businesses and Black women doing their things and support Black women and, protect Black women. Again, I'm talking to my sisters right now. But we're not allowed to make any damn mistakes at all. We are the ones that'll put us on the highest pedestals, but we are the ones that will tear us down the most. Y'all love dragging people. Y'all love a good drag. And half the time I think, you know what, it's been quiet for a long time. We ain't had nothing going on in the news right now. We ain't had too much outrage for anything. So, here's an opportunity to collect somebody. This is an opportunity for me to do an interview and this, that, and the third, and I'm going to say what I feel, and you've been using our Black faces and our Black bodies. Girl, shut the fuck up. He using your Black face and your Black body too, and you ain't did shit to him. You still answering his what you doing text. You still letting him slide on you. He's what's wrong with your pussy, not Honey Pot. So there's that. Sorry, it needed to be said. I still love us. It needed to be said. It needed to be said. So we got to get it together because right now it is looking like we really are our strongest allies in supporting each other in the decisions we make with these men, how we allow ourselves to be embarrassed publicly, how the city girls then drop down about 10,000 points. We got to get it back together. We need each other right now. Okay? So I think that's really all I have for y'all today. It just seemed like I needed to step in. It seemed like we needed to come chatter, chit. We got to get it together. And speaking of all that, fellas, if you really want to support a sister right now, if you see her at the gas station, do not flirt with her. Ask her how much does she need on pump 6. It's hot as hell. Gas is damn near $20 a gallon. Nobody wants to flirt when they're almost on empty and to fill up their gas tank costs a phone bill. Like right now, we ain't, this ain't what it is. It's box braid degrees outside. Do you have 5 on these braids to carry us over through the summer? Those are questions that need answers, okay? So, I love us. We got to get it together. Ain't no crying over these niggas in these streets. Ain't no claiming these cats that ain't claiming you. Ain't gonna be no blankets over these babies' faces when we breastfeeding. Ain't gonna be no talking crazy about whether or not folks should be breastfeeding, especially if you are not providing support. And ain't gonna be no cats coming in knocking off y'all pH balance, then you blaming a black woman for it. We ain't doing none of that in this season. So again, your knees weak, stand up. That is all I got. It's still pandemic-ish outside. If you still got to wear your mask, you should still be washing your hands, socially distance. And when you get a free moment, please remember to clean out your dirty bag. Till next time.
Well, darling, there's only one God. Darling.